Hi there, I'm Maureen CPA. I'm a CPA from Concord, Mass. I've been in practice for about 30 years. I think I started when I was about 3 years old. And I'm here to tell you today about setting priorities, personal and professional priorities. In the past year, I had a big change in my professional career. I downsized dramatically. Fortunately, I had worked for those 30 years, so I had established a certain financial base from which I was able to then make this dramatic and important change for me. The big change was I went from being the owner of a small local CPA firm. I had about 6 people working for me and worked hard and loved it. I've always loved what I've done for work. I've only been a CPA for my entire professional career. Loved it. Decided actually in 10th grade that I'd be an accountant and was very happy with that as a career choice. However, I'd been there and done that. So I felt as though it was time to make a change. Important in this decision was, though, the fact that my children had been educated, and I felt as though I'd done what I had a parental responsibility to do. I had put my 2 kids through college. And and the house was paid off. So I said, you know what? Time for me. But I still do love auditing and taxes, so I sold off the majority of my firm and kept the best clients, the ones that I enjoyed working for the most, the ones that were most professionally and financially satisfying. And now I'm working only about 800 hours a year. Now, as an accountant, that's, people say, well, how do you know it's 800? Well, I'm an accountant. I know how many hours it takes. So I'm working about 800 hours a year. Certainly the concentration is during the tax season, but I've got audits that are in the summer and in the fall too. So I spread my workload out. And in the meantime now, I'm able to pursue other interests that I had basically not been able to devote as much of my time to. So those interests include being home, gardening, and I do a lot of volunteer work. A very important priority to me always has been my church and my Christianity. And so in my church, we have a tremendous ministry called Sunday Fellowship. It's a ministry that's specifically geared towards to the religious education of folks with developmental disabilities. And so Sunday Fellowship has been in existence for about 30 years in my church in West Concord, Union Church in Concord, Mass. And so now I spend more of my time devoted to this ministry. So what I'd like to leave you with, though, is the importance of having time doing the things that you love doing. And another one of the things that I love doing is travel. In this past year, I have traveled to Italy, Hawaii, Florida, Whitefish, Montana. I've been all over the place because I love doing this. So what I would say to you is think about how you're spending your time. Would you rather spend all of your time working for that eventual time when you'll retire, or would you rather cut back, earn less, and spend more? That's what I'm doing. I'm Maureen CPA saying, do what's important.